Okay. I woke up in the morning, took a trip to the corner store. That's why I heard my calling. Never heard the voice of you before. That's why I kept on walking, pretended I didn't see. Walked by a window and my reflection said to me, you can try all the same. You can never know this mystery. There's no pie on your plate. So you're not the man you used to be. Try all the game, but you never know this mystery. There's no pie on your plate. So you're not the man you used to be. Alright, alright. I'm here again. LT, the Don himself, Litogo Mars, episode 11. Oh shit. It's been quite a while. It's been like just a week. So, I'm here again delivering you a podcast for your ears. And of course, who was that guy who was singing? It was me. I don't know. But just a nice little intro. Hope you actually like the slideshow at the background. Featuring Katy Perry, Fails, and Katy Perry. Yeah, don't even look what is on her chest. Those are just two humongous objects. Those are possibly watermelons that I need to suck on. Okay? Fuck, her boobs are so big she can feed the whole of Africa. She possibly has the cure for Ebola, but let us get on with the show. A lot of shit has happened this past week. That's all I can say. A lot of shit has been happening this past week. In terms of news all around from celebrity news, and I'm just gonna start it off big. But of course, in the every intro of my show that I'm gonna do from now on since episode 9, I like to shout out a few people. First off, I like to give a shout out to Mr. Flying Pig HD. He is a YouTuber, a sports YouTuber. Of course, he discusses a lot of stuff about football. And to be specific, if you're a Manchester United fan, you definitely need to go on his channel and watch his rants. His rants are so legendary, man. I love the man. No homo, Mr. Flying Pig HD. You can watch his rants, you can watch his reviews on matches. He will also do like he announces a new profession. He's actually a gaming YouTuber as well. He's playing FIFA 15 Ultimate Team. He did a match there with Joshin Talks. What's up, Johnson? You know, I also watch his videos as well. I'll just put their links in the description below. If you're a FIFA player on YouTube, watch these guys. Don't watch KSI because KSI don't do FIFA anymore. Okay, people say he's a sellout. He's just sucking on some pussy, or he's sleeping on that pussy, man. He's possibly sleeping on Katy Perry's pussy. Okay. But yeah, shout out to Mr. Fly Pig HD. I also shout out to my friends over at Coventry. Of course, they're hanging out at Coventry, because my other friend Kaveen, he's actually a student at Coventry University, and they actually go there to check off his ass there. They there as we speak. I actually messaged him like fucking in the morning, and then he's like, "Oh, yeah, you guys had sex? Yes, it's sausage fest. The guys had sex, man. Dicks inside asses, dicks inside asses." But yeah, I just had to give a shout out to them other ones. Also, I would like to give a special shout out to another friend of mine, Mrs. Molly Amber. I know that she ain't even going to listen to this podcast because she's not interested in what I do. So that is the kind of thing when you're in a friend zone with the chick and you're actually like putting out your shit. And be like, hey, I want you to look at my dick for a second and just tell me how it is. That's how I am. But it's just a fucked up situation. It's but I just like to give her a special shout out. But I think she ain't even going to be like, fuck you, nigga, and all that shit. But anyway, let us get on with the show. Those are the special shout outs. If you want to follow me on Twitter, my Twitter handle is there. I am not Nitago. I might even change my Twitter name, but I am not Nitago. I just stole that shit. You can follow on my Instagram. I haven't posted any pictures because of this fucking BlueStacks app player. But anyway, my Facebook is deactivated. I won't be using Facebook for another 13 months. Um, what else? What else do I have? Tumblr. You can go on my Tumblr on that shit, and that's about it. I think Katy Perry's boobs are so gonna fuck up my podcast, but I think Katy Perry's that kind of chick. Oh fuck, she's like the next door neighbor. I would adore her ass. I adore her ass. I just wanna fuck her. Anyway, let us get on with the show. Starting off big. Big ass big. Okay, no pun intended. Katy Perry got this. I'm gonna be talking a lot about Katy Perry in this podcast. But Katy Perry is the big tits. But who else has a big ass? Okay. I'm not sure if Katy Perry has a big ass. But this past week, someone broke the internet. Someone famous. Someone that partook into a much legendary sex tape. Over 7 years ago, ladies and gentlemen, 7 years ago, a sex tape was released that famously brought out that really unleashed the career of someone stupid but yet famous. Miss Kim Kardashian. That ass though, everyone has seen that ass. Fucking hell. Like I know she even did, all titties out and shit like that. I masturbated to that shit last night. You know. The thing is, it's actually the first time ever that I've actually seen Kim Kardashian's ass so oiled up. I'm not sure if I'm not even aware of that shit. It's actually the first time ever that I've seen her ass like oiled up to that. Like I already seen her ass multiple times. There's a lot of fucking photographers taking her photos while she's walking the red carpet, wearing a dress, when she's walking down the fucking street to a Starbucks just to get her coffee. She walks back to her house. There's a photographer there, but it's paparazzi shooting her ass. Shit like that. And then there's TMZ reporting, oh, Kim Kardashian with the fat ass. Kim Kardashian with the fat ass. Okay, then. Yes, we know she has a fat ass. I'm not even sure if it's fake or not. Because I still remember I was watching an episode of Kim Keeping Up with the Kardashians, and there was an episode where Courtney, Chloe, and Kim went to the doctor to actually have tests on Kim Kardashian's ass, just to see if Kim's ass was fake or not. So they came out with the results, and actually the ass was not fake. It was all natural. Okay, I'm not even sure of where she's from. Descendancy. Fucking hell. I think she's possibly Armenian, but I'm not sure, man. All I know is, you know, she was fucking hanging clothes. She was Paris Hilton's slave. She was Paris Hilton's maid. And Kim Kardashian 7 years later is much more better than Paris Hilton. Holy shit. So I just had to point that out. But I'm not sure if she used the money from the sex tape for the ass. So, I know Nicki Minaj's ass is fake. Shit, everything about Nicki Minaj is fake. Even the tits. Or not. No, I think her tits are natural. It's only the ass. Damn, man. But anyway, the ass broke the internet. Many people were saying, "Oh, it just made controversy all around." Like, "Oh my God, she's fucking she's a mom." Just well, that's the basic thing. That's highlighted. That's size 76 on Microsoft Word. It's a big ass fucking banner going across the world. She's a mom. I understand she's a mom, okay? It was reported that she got $43 million from that photo shoot alone. $43 million. Not that many people complained though. Possibly it's a lot of women that complained. Oh, she's a mom. She's a role model to a lot of young women out there. The thing is, right? I understand she's a mom, but that $43 million might actually go into Northwest's college fund. Okay, I think she will actually know the truth when she gets old. Motherfuckers will put out there that, hey, Northwest, your mother actually made a sex tape with Ray J. You actually have 1% blood DNA of Ray J's dick, Reggie Bush's dick, Chris Humphrey's dick inside you. You know, Kanye West's dick was only the cherry on the top. Fucking hell. But hey, Kanye West, he tweeted out, he hasn't been on Twitter, he tweeted out hashtag all day. We understand, Kanye. You've seen that you're personal with that ass, okay? But remember, AJ hit it first. But we understand that shit. Otherwise, there's celebrities like Lorde, Naya Rivera, the Spanish chick from Glee, Big Sean's ex. Um, both of them say, she's someone's mother. It's understandable, but she's possibly making their money for Northwest in the future. Okay, damn. So I'm not sure why this is very controversial. It's just the thing is we've seen Kim Kardashian's ass so many times. The only thing controversial was the sex tape. Then she did Playboy. Then there was that. Then there was the fappening. Then there was, I think she even went nude for another fucking um magazine. I'm not even sure when. But we've seen her ass. We've seen how she looks like. We've seen that ass, even though she's wearing clothing. We know how her ass is. We know how it's shaped like. So I'm not sure how this is controversial. But anyway, it's it's all I'm saying. It's all I'm saying. But of course, this also led to you know, what can I say? Memes. There's a lot of memes. Memes. There's a lot of memes coming out there. There was especially there's especially one where there was this meme of Roy Hodgson, who's the England manager, the England coach, and basically because he has like a chin, he's a chin. Kim Kardashian's ass was with butt cheeks was representing the chin, and then she did like the it was so fucking funny. Of course, I don't have it here, but you guys can just look at all of the memes there of the parody of that ass of that paper mag. But it was a good message as well, because it was like Kim Kardashian said, this is my body. After the pregnancy, she's planning to have a second child with Kanye West. So she was working hard when that baby went out, when Northwest went out. She definitely went to the gym the next fucking day. I saw on TMZ she went to the gym, yoga pants, gym clothes ready. She went to the gym to put up the weight, and I congratulate her because she put that weight in a very short time. So that it's blessed. It's blessed to be Kim Kardashian. I'm one of many guys, who said, but I think the thing is, I'm just bored of Kim Kardashian now. It's man, it's fucked up. At least now she's fine with Kanye. But I know that them guys are going to fucking divorce. And I know that the divorce papers is even being made. We just had to wait for some shit. Kanye West might even do a rant of his when he's angry with Kim Kardashian. He just might smack the bitch up. Man, Northwest is looking and be like, Father? What? It'll be like, how Kanye West, how his fucking ego. But also, from this Kim Kardashian pic, Chelsea Handler, of course, who's the host of the Chelsea Handler show, and everyone knows her. She's a funny woman. She she's a good ass wine. She put out fucking she put out pics, man. Pics. Okay. It's not like it was the fappening that happened. It was like she fucking put it out there. Cause she's a very edgy comedian. Like all these comedians are edgy as fuck. But like Chelsea Handler, god damn. As soon as the paper mag images came out, she did her own image when she went to the bathroom, and then like she took a picture of her ass, and then it'd be like alongside the Kim Kardashian ass picture. Okay, we've seen it. And then of course, like there was another picture which I saw where Chelsea Handler was actually parodying President Vladimir Putin's photo of Putin, and he was like fucking topless, on a horse and shit like that. And here's Chelsea Handler, she's topless on a horse. It's just that she was wearing the headgear, but her tits were out, man. Full fucking fledged, her tits were out. I'm like, damn, I haven't seen her tits before. Though I think there was a thirsty pic that she actually posted on Instagram. She was thirsty as hell, but she was covering her tits and shit like that. She was just naked. But her tits were out. Of course, she posted on Instagram, and Instagram are so harsh on a lot of the users. If you post any form of nudity on this Instagram, we're gonna ban your ass. There's the thing that happened. She put it out there and she got banned. Well, she didn't get banned, but the picture got taken off. Examples of that shit, Rihanna, most famously got banned. We all know how her Instagram is. It's just filled with naked pictures of the naked pictures of the naked pictures. It's like, man, if you guys want to rank, go to Rihanna's Instagram page. I think by now all of them thirsty pictures are gone. But she got banned, but she came back recently to Instagram. Chelsea Handler, of course, was like she posted a screenshot of the message the Instagram staff put up. Like, this is of I'm not sure scientific, but because the picture was, of course, nudity, they didn't allow that shit, so they took it off. And Chelsea Handler was just so what the fuck. There's another picture where she was like on a boat with this other Asian guy, driving, and then like she's topless as well. Like she don't give a fuck. And then there's another one where she's actually posing with, I think, her family members, and then like her left tit is just hanging out. Like, man, she don't give a fuck. But the thing is, Chelsea Handler, like, she's what can I say? She's just good aged wine. It's like that wine that has been left since the 70s, but it still tastes good. It just aged, it just tastes much more better. Possibly it's like that. I want to have sex with Chelsea Handler, swear down. Cause she's just one, she's just fine. And these pictures that came out, it's just fine. Let me look at these motherfucking pictures again. Oh my god. I hope I actually bust a nut to these motherfucking pictures. I have to find that other picture where she was with that Chinese guy. Her tits out and everything. She has beautiful boobies. She has beautiful tits. How old is she? Mid-40s or anything? Man, she is fine at 40. Okay, fucking hell. Pictures is Oh, Chelsea Handler, thank you very much. But of course, that was the Kim Kardashian thing. Kim Kardashian is still being trended. She's still trending on Twitter. Kim K, Kim Kardashian broke the internet. It's still there. Okay, it's back. There you go. There you go. Look at them titties. It's fine. I want to suck the shit out of them. And remember, this shit wasn't leaked. She posted it out herself. She don't give a fuck, man. I hope all of these celebrities actually take a page from a book. Okay? Do not let these nude naked pictures leak. Fucking hell. Just go and post it yourself and prove a point. That, hey, you don't need to leak my shit. I will leak it myself. I'm the fappening right here. But yeah, that is all. As I said, Kim Kardashian is still being trended on Twitter as I speak. Possibly by next week, that trending is gonna be up. But you know, Kim Kardashian is like, hey, I have assets. Let her use it. Okay, let her use it. She's getting money. Okay, at the end of the day, she's getting fucking millions for that ass. She'll post for any newspaper, newspaper. Well, her image has been on the newspaper. I went past the shop and it was on the Daily Star front page. It didn't shit. They could have been posting that shit on page 3. Replaced her with the fucking new models and shit. And there's page 3 with the tits out and everything. But yes, Kim Kardashian with the ass out. And they was like, what the fuck? They censored her ass on Daily Star. Can you believe it? They censored her ass. But they still have big tit girls on page 3. Get the fuck out, Daily Star. I don't fap to that shit because they were panties at the end of the day. All of them actually have big tits. God damn. Yeah, that's about it. Kim Kardashian is still there, and it's like, bro, hey, it's just another day in the life of Kim Kardashian. So congratulations to her and everything. My dick is proud. I think all of the guys that fap to this shit is proud as well. But it's just a whole mess. If you got a headache, masturbate to Kim Kardashian's pictures. You know. If your ears sore, wank to that shit. If you got Ebola, if you got an AIDS, suck on Katy Perry's tits. But anyway, let's carry on with the show. Now, I'm taking a different direction. Of course, I'm going to be talking sports, football, in like for the next 15 minutes, and I'm just going to be talking real deep in, and have incense all around you. Just smell that shit. I'm going to be talking about possibly one of the best teams in the world right now, but they are sack of shit. But Borussia Dortmund, the yellow and black. Okay, everyone knows them for the Bundesliga, Germany, managed by best young, or one of the best upcoming coaches in Jurgen Klopp. Man, the recent form in the Bundesliga right now is a sack of shit. They've been losing back to back. They recently won last week before the international break, but they won courtesy of a Kramer own goal, outrageous own goal. But since the start of the season, they Lewandowski, of course, left because he signed for Bayern Munich. Like back last week, January, he signed for Bayern Munich. And so they had to buy some more. They had to buy a new striker. So of course they bought Immobile. Of course, this other guy, I think is Ramirez or something. You guys said he's Ramirez. He's like the, what can I say, the Yaya Sonogo of Borussia Dortmund. If you guys know who Yaya Sonogo is, he plays for Arsenal. And also they re-signed Shinji Kagawa from Manchester United. So I thought, well, this is gonna be decent. This decent squad. Shinji's back home. He's gonna team up with the pace of Immobile and Aubameyang and Mkhitaryan, and everyone in the team. But man, of course, the first match was the Super Cup against Bayern Munich. They won, Borussia Dortmund won. But in the league, man, they were drawing. They lost against shit teams. But here's the shitty situation. In the UEFA Champions League, there are beasts. There are lions in the jungle that are killing the other lions. They want to have their own territory and they win. Of course, they are through to the last 16. They qualified. So they beat all of the motherfuckers in the group. I think they still have like two more games left. But they're so beast in the UEFA Champions League. But they're so shit in the Bundesliga. I don't know what the fuck. Bayern Munich, of course, is number one. I think they drew against some other team, but I think behind them is Wolfsburg by like 4 points or something. So we're gonna see them. They might actually play out, and Bayern Munich might actually lose the title. But we just have to wait and see. I don't know what the hell. Borussia Dortmund was actually in the relegation zone, but with that win that they had against Mönchengladbach, then they actually like 15 placed out of the relegation zone. It's gonna be a long way for them to be in the top three, to be specific. Man, Jurgen Klopp's job was also in the motherfucking hand. But I'm like, actually do not actually sack Jurgen Klopp, because that's a big mistake. It's just the plays. Something wrong is Borussia Dortmund. But we'll see UEFA Champions League when it comes back. We'll see in the last 16 who they are chosen to face against. Because if they're getting chosen to face against, fucking Manchester, well, City are actually gonna go. But if they actually come against Chelsea or Real Madrid or any other big team in the UEFA Champions League in the last 16, then they're gonna have a really shit storm. They're really gonna have a really shit storm. Man, Borussia Dortmund, I don't know. They have to do something, man. Hummels was saying he's a one man club. He wants to stay in Borussia Dortmund and he wants to retire in Borussia Dortmund. But right now, the form of Borussia Dortmund, I think he might actually leave. So I'm not even sure Shinji Kagawa regrets going, but I'm not saying that Manchester United could actually get him back, because I'm not sure what the fuck, but he might actually get him back. But Borussia Dortmund might actually be a bitch and be like, hey, you have to like you have to go. And I actually stated this in my notes: the Borussia Dortmund and the worst Bundesliga season in my recent memory, because I haven't watched the Bundesliga that much, because I knew the fucking league was existed, but it wasn't showing that much here. But of course, I see the news on the internet. I watch videos. I see the UEFA Champions League matches there. And also there's a Bundesliga highlight show showcasing what happened in the Bundesliga the past weekend. On ITV4, and well, now on BT Sport they actually show the Bundesliga, but that's the only way I can actually see these German teams, especially the ITV4 show, the highlight show, is so I can actually see it. But in recent memory, I'm just had to say possibly this is the worst, man. Borussia Dortmund. Just think about it. They won the Bundesliga in the 2011-12 season. Um, and then of course they went to the final of the UEFA Champions League the next season. Of course, the next season, last season, they lost against Borussia Dortmund. I mean, they lost against Real Madrid, but and then they were second, but it was a really big ass gap that they wouldn't actually catch up to Bayern Munich. But now it's gonna be a hard test to go up to top three for Borussia Dortmund. Man, I just hope it's too early. Inverted commas, it's too early in the season. Okay, for them. It's still got December coming up, especially now it's international break. And after that, it's gonna be done. There's gonna be whole out league action for the rest of the year until fucking March because of the European qualifiers. England played against Slovenia. They won 3-1 goals courtesy from Danny Welbeck, who scored 2 goals in the match. Fucking hell. That guy Webb's actually missing now. You can see now the strikers there. Robin van Persie ain't doing shit. Now I kind of regret Manchester United selling Danny Welbeck. I understand we got Falcao, but Falcao had a fucking bad knee. And now there's news that Manchester United is going to cancel his permanent move. It's too early in the season. When he scores a bag of goals for Manchester United, they will not hesitate. They'll be like, oof, this motherfucker is scoring goals and is winning us matches. Might as well sign him permanently. But RVP ain't doing shit. He's 31 years old. He's old. He got gray hair. Okay, here's Robin who's bald. Here's Wesley Snyder who's bald. And RVP has gray hair. He's a fucking granddad. Okay, God bless RVP. 2 seasons ago, when he first came to Manchester United, was his best season. We won the league title because of him. He got the golden boot because of him. That was best fucking season. That was a clean season. Alex Ferguson, Sir Alex Ferguson retired. David Moyes came in and be like, oh shit, he is seventh. We're out of the UEFA Champions League, you know, and everything just went. Now Louis van Gaal coming in the mix. RVP of course knows Louis van Gaal from the Netherlands. It's of course Daley Blind is also there having some Dutchman love. We got Angel Di Maria inside there. We got Falcao inside there. Some world-class players. But of course, it's just early in the season. It's just going to be a scale up and down. But I just hope, and I think getting the title is out of hand. I just hope it's top four at the end of the season. So God bless Manchester United. But damn, if Danny Welbeck was still staying, I think he could have actually got a bag of goals. So I think Louis van Gaal actually kind of regrets saying that I sold him because I think he wouldn't actually score more goals than Robin van Persie. Shit, he has scored more goals than Robin van Persie, Louis van Gaal. Damn. Of course, next after the international break, Manchester United visit the M Whites versus Arsenal. Danny Welbeck will be on the opposing side. Robin van Persie, of course, has faced against Arsenal, in 3 seasons now. And this is gonna be the third season, so I think it's gonna get a lot of fucking boos, but the thing is, I ain't gonna boo Danny Welbeck. I'm still a fan fate of his. It's just sad, to see him go. But he's scoring goals for Arsenal. So good luck to him and his shit. And his sister as well plays for Arsenal ladies. Manchester United do not have a ladies team. I don't know why. Possibly they can't invest in that shit. Be like, we already have under 21s and shit. We already have a senior squad. Why do we actually need women? Man, I don't know. That's why the WSL, I think, yeah, it's all about money at the end of the day. They need that money to actually make a ladies team. They need the money to put on a coach. They need money to bring the players in. So it's gonna be a whole new franchise. But if Manchester United actually make a ladies team, it will be actually blessed. Okay, ladies team also have won the WSL like so many times. Shit. Liverpool have won the WSL. But I don't know. I will actually ask a few people. It's like, do you think Manchester United actually do need to create a ladies team? Danny Welbeck's sister is playing for Arsenal ladies. Yeah, that's about it for part one. So after this, you're just gonna see a magnificent bike race, crazy bike race that I've seen on YouTube. Possibly my favorite one because it's the only one I've seen. So it's gonna be 4 minutes long. Ad break. I was lazy in the mind to add a few shit. But I'll be back in part 2 where I'm going to review on the Fast and Furious 7 trailer that came out on 1st November, 14 days ago. Also news concerning Fast and Furious. And I'm going to review on the MTV Europe Music Awards 2014 that happened last week Sunday. It was a mess show and I will tell you why. So I hope you actually enjoy this bike race. And if you actually get bored of it, fuck you then!
Vamos, ¿qué? ¿Tú? ¡Ay! Defilete. Really good. Ah. This is the line. Yeah. I think in this, when like this, I think it's possible more fast. Yeah. But for more high, I don't think so. You good? Good. Buena.
Yeah.
Drop.
Want to jump now?
Yeah. Oh, of course. so crazy. You see that?
Welcome back, everybody. Part two, right here on the Mars Show. Um, yeah, hope you actually like that crazy bike race. I haven't rode a bicycle in like 3 years, so but just to be in that situation, in a bike race, going downhill in Brazil, going down the favelas, and then jumping on fucking ramps and shit. Man, that's a high risk because if I get injured, that's my life right there. But I hope you guys actually enjoy that shit. Now it's back to me talking and staring at Katy Perry's beautiful tits that can actually cure any disease out there. Man, it's like she don't even need to suck dick. Let her titties do the talking. You know. How are you doing? How was your day? But anyway, as I said, part two is actually all about reviewing and shit. I got big reviews and I had to make news on this. First of all, I'm gonna talk about the Fast and Furious 7 movie trailer that came out on the 1st of November. As soon as it came out, I was like, Fast and Furious movie. I looked at the faked ones and shit, but I saw a decent one, Fast and Furious, channel on YouTube. Uh, they parachuted cars out of a plane. Let me say it again. They parachuted cars out of a fucking plane. I'm not sure how is that possible because the cars are still fucking heavy. Here's Toreno, Vin Diesel's character, inside a heavy a muscle car. How can the weight from a parachute? How can a parachute just soften a car? Yes, when they land hard, but still, and it was high up in the sky as well. It wasn't a decent height where, at least when the car goes, it doesn't pull down the shit. It's not airplane height. It looked like airplane height, but still, it's the same fucking thing. Like, damn. But of course, when I was watching the trailer, I was sad because, it was Paul Walker's inside there. This was his last Fast and Furious movie, unfortunately, before he passed away. Because I still remember when he passed away, there was some. They were actually going to record more footage, but of course he died, he passed away, and that just fucked everything up. They had to rewrite the script. They had to bring in his brother. I think it was Brian Bullock or something. He had to bring his brother who was doing the motions, but then of course they just CGI Paul Walker's face in. So now I'm not sure. And Universal they said that they're actually planning on doing two more Fast and Furious movies. So who is gonna be the new inverted commas Brian O'Connor? Of course, there's everyone knows the other white guy who was the main character in Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift. I think his name was Sean in the movie. His name was Sean. I think he's actually in this movie as well. Cause in Fast and Furious 7 is a sequel to Tokyo Drift. Cause after Fast and Furious 6, they actually show the accident of Jin, the gin accident, the infamous gin accident from Tokyo Drift, where his car actually gets rammed by another car, and then the car gets flipped over, and then like Sean gets there to rescue, and you just see Jin trapped inside the car, and the car just blows the fuck up, and Jin dies, and we actually see Jason Statham, Jason Statham, who's an action legend, an action movie legend. He's actually going to be the main antagonist, and he's going to play I think it's the brother to the guy who died in Fast and Furious 6. I'm not good at names here, so I'm just going to use the much more easier long way of trying to tell these guys' characters. But he's going to play the brother, bringing his revenge to Vin Diesel and Co. So, and now with the two movies coming out, I'm not sure how it's gonna play out. As I written in my Tumblr, in my blog that I wrote about, just days or days after the Paul Walker's death, how how are they gonna do it? I think Sean would definitely take the main character role. I think he could be the new inverted commas Brian O'Connor. We'll see how it pans out. We'll see how Fast and Furious 6 comes out. If I see his face, it'll be good because he was a good character. It's just that he has that country accent. Like what I'm saying, all he has that country accent. It's funny, but. Well, we'll see what happens. We'll see how the storyline is. It's gonna be sad in that cinema. I still remember I had the best time in the cinema ever watching Fast and Furious 6. The crowd was just loud as hell because I thought, well, in cinema, everyone is just quiet, concentrating on the film because we want to hear the dialogue because the dialogue is the main thing in the movie. We want to know what the fuck is going on. But in this movie, people are just screaming and shit. And when Jason Statham was revealed to be the bad character for the next movie, the whole cinema was like, "What the fuck? Oh shit!" So I'm like, damn. I couldn't be. I was ready. I was pumped for that shit. But by fall, Fast and Furious 7 has got my ticket. It's coming out next summer, next year, summer 2015. Got my ticket, man. I can't wait. It's gonna be I'm gonna have tissues definitely because Paul Walker's gonna be inside there. But I know in a way, in some form, they're actually gonna do a nice send off to Brian O'Connor. So man, may his soul rest in peace, Paul Walker. He's sadly missed. I'm a big fan of his ever since he came on that. Ever since the first movie I watched with him was actually Too Fast, Too Furious. I didn't watch Fast and Furious, but my friends, shout out to Super and Bassa. They were fans of Fast and Furious because they were playing Need for Speed Underground 2, and that actually, then me as well. I think everybody who has played Need for Speed Underground 2 was watching Too Fast, Too Furious, and everybody loved that Evo, man. That Mitsubishi Evo. Everyone loved that motherfucking vehicle. That vehicle was actually inside Need for Speed, and my friend actually customized it to be a replica of it, like in the movie. So that was actually kind of cool. But anyway, man, it's. I know the movie is gonna be sick. Oh, like for fuck's sake, they parachuted cars out of a a plane. So I'm just going to download all of the movies. Big it's gonna be a really big box set. But hey, James Bond, motherfuckers actually made 24 James Bond movies. Okay? That's a box set for your ass. So I ain't mad for Fast and Furious first of all. But I'm a watch the movies, from Fast and Furious 1 to Tokyo Drift, even though Tokyo Drift is actually Fast and Furious 3, but I have to follow chronological order. So I'm gonna be watching, Fast and Furious 1, to Tokyo Drift. It's gonna be weird because Paul Walker, but I'm over it. It's just that I'm so sad. Anyway, that it was just it's just one it's just God had to take one soldier out of the earth, man. But anyway, that's my review. It was a badass review. I mean, badass review. Yes, it was. It was a badass trailer. Now we actually see how this shit is actually gonna look like. We know how Fast and Furious 7 is gonna be like. That's how it is. You're gonna see high octane action with cars, and because two more coming, I can't wait to see who is gonna be the new main character and shit. So we just have to see about that. So now that is off with the movies, and now I think I haven't even told you about my story yet. I got a life story coming at the end of the show, but before that, um, let me continue with the topics and got last one. Yeah, the MTV Europe Music Awards 2014 happened this past week on Sunday. It was held in Scotland, Glasgow, and Alicia Keys, who was presenting with Emily Sandé for like best best female or I think best pop song. I forgot. But Alicia Keys actually said, this is the first time in 10 years that the EMAs was in Scotland. I'm like, what? Because I did my recent research and I'm like, damn, she is wrong with the numbers there, Miss Alicia Keys. We see that big bump. She's ready for the child. Swiss Beats is actually seeding in that shit. But 10 years ago, the EMAs was held in Rome, and they say here on Wikipedia that the ceremony will be held in Glasgow, or was held in Glasgow for past tense. For the first time, this was the first time since 2003 when the awards were held in Scotland. So I think they actually were in another area in Scotland, but I ain't gonna do shit. So Alicia Keys was just wrong on that part. I was just wrong on that part. I will give the award ceremony a 6, 7 out of 10. It's like Justin Bieber won a fucking award again. Nicki Minaj won Best Hip Hop. Um, it's a good thing. I thought it was a bad thing because females, but it's actually a good thing because at least the female hip hop artists are now actually coming out and shit. Nicki Minaj even said, I'm gonna be much more richer than Jay-Z. Holy hell. That's gonna be long because Jay-Z not only is he a rapper, not only is he married to Beyonce, because Beyonce's sharings, Beyonce's value is millions. Combine that with Jay-Z, and that's the whole Wall Street right there. That's the whole fucking Wall Street right there. So for Nicki Minaj to accomplish that challenge, it will take a lot of balls. She needs to have her own recording company. She needs to break away from Young Money. She needs to make her own fucking. I'm not even sure if she has her own record company, but she needs to do that. Of course, she has her own fragrance out, but she needs to do more business than that shit. She needs to put out more shit. And in order for that to happen, if you want to beat Jay Z, if you want to beat Dre, then you gotta take risk. You gotta make sacrifices along the way for you to pass that shit. Hey, but anyway, good luck to Nicki Minaj. I tweeted out before the event that um yeah, I tweeted out before the event that it was just gonna be ass as an ass, but that was only for Nicki Minaj's performance. I didn't watch Nicki Minaj's performance. She did Anaconda, and she also performed her new song for her upcoming album. What is it called? Pink Matter or something. She likes pink. I hope her pussy's pink as well. And she even said that it's coming out in 2 years, 2016. What the fuck? Why is it coming out in 2015 and shit? Possibly she's got. I just hope someone there actually leaks her album for God's sake, and she's like, it's alright. Might as well just put it on. Also, shout out to wait, yeah, sorry about that. Low and Platinum. Shout out to Laura Whitmore and Sway on doing a very good job hosting the red carpet. I actually watched the red carpet for once, but it was good seeing Sway. I'm like, damn, this guy. So I actually just watched his radio interviews. Kanye West, man, you don't have the answers. I ain't gonna scream now because my parents are downstairs and I don't want to make noise. Otherwise, my mom is gonna come in here and be like, "Are you mad? What the fuck you screaming for?" But yeah, shout out to Laura Whitmore and Sway. They actually did a fantastic job. Uh, and of course, shout out to Nicki Minaj. She did a extraordinary job. She really took the crowd. She really took the crowd of the palm of her hands because Scotland, them girls are actually Barbies or Bobs, as Nicki Minaj's fans are called. But they really, really, she just took it by the palm of her hand and was like, so she smashed the host job and everything. I'm still saying that the show was a 7 out of 10 and shit. You know, Charlie XCX was performing. She was performing in this really tight leather shit that was just showing her nipples. Not even sure if it was cold in that arena, but them nipples though. That's why I wanna fuck Charlie XCX so fucking hard now. You see Katy Perry here, but Charlie XCX is like little sister of Katy Perry. But I didn't say I ain't gonna fuck that shit. But it's just that Charlie XCX is just hot. She's just hot as hell. So anyway, there were only like about two people or two performances that I actually liked from the show. Royal Blood performed. The announcer was like everyone's favorite band, and then there was another guy who tweeted out. It was like Everyone's favorite band. Who? Royal Blood. Who? I didn't know who they were, but I actually did a nice song. Figure it out. Go on YouTube. That's a nice song. Also, and then Ozzy Osbourne, his tribute at the end. They were performing well, I think as well. Right on the I think I forgot this one. I think it's called something Sheen. But I actually liked that performance. Even though it was with fireworks and everything, I just liked that performance as well. But that's the only two. That's the two out there. Anyway, let's get on with these wieners and shit. Wieners. Best song went to Problem Ariana Grande and featuring Iggy Azalea. Ariana Grande actually won 2 awards, including Best Female. Congratulations. Best Video. Katy Perry both Katy Perry and One Direction actually took the most awards in the night. I think with 4 awards each. There was even a new award called Best Look. What the fuck? Now it's a fashion show and shit like that. So I'm not even sure. Enrique Iglesias also performed as well, and he performed a mixed song. But then of course the next song he played, that was a nice song that he actually put out. I'm gonna listen to that once again. I'm gonna listen to that shit. And I'm not sure why Best Look actually went. Oh, so BBZO is actually Chinese. Oh shit. So of course the voting was actually made from Twitter and Instagram. So it was actually kind of cool that they were using social media because it's the fucking shit now. So that's what I know. It's quite surprising that the best fans award actually went to One Direction because I thought it was gonna go to 5 seconds of summer, five sauce. Because a lot of girls were tweeting out 5 sauce, 5 sauce. But anyway, that was about it. As I said, Justin Bieber took best male. Fuck tards. Then I went to think that shit either went to any one of them instead of Justin Bieber poses this out. But here's the problem that I had with the show. The only one problem that I had was like it was an there, I think because here they actually say in 9 p.m. Central European time. So it was actually playing. I was on MTV Live. It was playing 9. Okay, that was when MTV Awards came on live at 9 p.m. So I thought, okay, we're gonna be in. And then here I see Nicki Minaj won best hip hop. I'm like, what the fuck? That shit didn't come back. It didn't come on yet. And then after that, I see an hour left, of the show. MTV EMA official Twitter page. They tweeted out, "Oh, it was a great show. See you next year. The MTV EMA's 2015 in Milan." I'm like, "Fuck! There's an hour left. There's an hour left of the award show." So I'm guessing they fucked me over here. Okay, it really fucked me over. The show didn't come on at 8. It came on at 9. It didn't come on at 8. It came on at 9. It didn't come on at 10. It came on at 9. 9 until 11. Same thing happened across the fucking world. But here they're tweeting out, "Oh, here, we'll see you next year in Milan." An hour left. And then I see, "Oh, we'll see you in Milan." I'm like, what the fuck? So I hope MTV actually has an explanation for that shit. I hope they don't do that next year. The MTV EMAs in Milan. God damn it. Nicki Minaj is a great host. As I said, she was really carrying the crowd. Best crowd ever from what I've seen. Yeah, best crowd from what I've seen. So it was a great show. I think now the EMAs, especially from the VMAs, the EMAs, is like they just went downscale in a way. It's like I'm not sure. It's like it's not like what it used to be. Because I still remember back then, 2000s, and until at least 2010. That's when everything went shit. So actually, shit, the VMAs though, they were held inside small ass venues. I'm not even sure why they were small. They went to Universal Studios for 2008, I think. 2008 VMAs. They actually went inside the Universal Studios. It was a small ass venue. So, that is about it. The EMA is 7 out of 10. You sure if you guys want to watch it again? I think it's actually up on the website. Or there's a file out there. There's a full event. Check YouTube. Check the torrents. If you wanna think that shit. Yeah, so that's about it for MTV EMA. So I can't wait for Milan. In a way, it's gonna be back in Italy. Because now Alicia Keys will be like, oh, it's been 10 years ago since it's been in Italy. Hell nah. I think the last time it was in well, yeah. Plus, I have to look at the timeline. That's about it. And I hope someone else is actually host. Nicki Minaj did a great job. Nicki Minaj really did a great job. Anyway, let me tell you a life story. I thought I was gonna talk about life stories first, in the thing. But oh my goodness, what can I talk about? Um, Well, let me actually tell you two stories. Two life stories. Okay, it's time for life stories. Hope you actually get snuggled in bed. First masturbate, of course, so you can get sleepy and shit. And then, of course, hold your teddy bear. First story I'm gonna tell you is my first date that I actually had here in England. I think it was actually the first date ever that I actually had with my first ever girlfriend in England, and my first ever white girlfriend as well. Black people don't hate. Okay, I had to try out. I had to try out vanilla. Okay, I had to try out vanilla. That's what I'm saying. I had to try out blank paper. Okay, I had to write my markings on that shit. So a friend of mine that used to be a friend of mine, I was just chatting to him on BlackBerry Messenger, and then he just said, "Oh, here's my sister," and I was talking to his sister and shit. And then it just caught on, you know. Me and the sister were cool as shit. She sent me a fake photo of actually her sister, her younger sister, because I was like, well, she's not what she used to be. It's actually fucking wrong. It's not her sister. She faked it. And then and then I still remember we went to the cinema. I forgot which movie we were watching. It was a Snow White's movie. It was this no 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 no. What's the Snow White movie? It was I think it was a Snow White movie but with the wolf inside. I forgot what the fuck. We were watching that movie. And I had the best fucking time. It was the first time ever that I actually listened to oh, it's gone now. First time ever that I actually listened to this other song by the Green Star or whatever the fuck his name is. And then while we were watching the movie, she was busy rubbing her hands on my dick. I did have my dick out, of course, because we were in a fucking cinema. But I was wearing, of course, pants, so she was just rubbing and shit. She was grabbing my. Why was I was doing funny ass sex faces for some fucking reason, like it was gonna be a porn movie. Why did I do that? I was so stupid. I was so fucking stupid. I should have just kept it chill. And in my mind, it would be like, oh shit, something is about to go down when I go back. But man, that shit did it. Of course, I didn't even have sex with her. Of course, strategically, it would be like, no, my mom and my sister was living at the time. You know, they went out, and I was like, oh, possibly might come in, but if my parents actually come in, they might actually suspect, oh, I have sex, gonna be in trouble. So I had to take that shit out. So I had to take, I had to put that out of proportion. But just touching she was touching my legs, she was touching my dick. Of course I got hard. Like, oh fuck. And then I was touching, she was wearing pants, right? And I was fucking rubbing on her clit. I'm like, what the fuck are you? And now when I realize it, I'm like, what the fuck are you doing, little? She's wearing pants and her pussy is hiding behind the pants. I was rubbing that shit, nothing else. Could have just rubbed her leg all fucking long. Man, what the fuck did I do? So we went back, we went to the park, which was actually be my house was actually there, was behind, but the park was actually behind. So we went behind the park, we're sitting down there, we kissed and shit. When I kissed, I actually opened my eyes. Awkward way to kiss a girl or kiss anybody. Opening your eyes while kissing is just fucking weird. I did that first time and it was so fucking weird. And then and then like after that, we're just chilling shit like that. It was like, oh, we're gonna see each other soon and everything. I don't BBM. and I kissed her, and then she went on the bus, told her where to go and shit. And then like I was celebrating like I won the World Cup or something. I went back home. I got a message from her. I ain't saying her name, but I got a message and she said, I think we can't work. She dumped me on the spot, man. She broke a nigga's heart. I'm like, what the why? And I think she even said she was fucking moving or something like that. Oh wait. Well, yeah. Because I told her that I was going back. I was going to South Africa. So still like, yeah, but I was not. I'm just going to visit. I told her that, but she really took it out of fucking proportion. She thought I was moving back there. What the fuck? She dumped me on the spot after we had our fucking first date. Why me? What the fuck? Of course, later on I would have, two more white girlfriends. You know, I will also go back to black chocolate. I miss the chocolate, man. I miss that chocolate in specific. But I ain't saying names. And of course, it's not funny. 2 years later or 3 years later, she's actually a lesbian. I'm like, what the fuck? It's like I blame myself. Well, she did date another guy anyway, but I'm like, I blame myself because I'm like, I could have put a dick inside her, and then she would be like, "Yep, I'm staying straight." But she cut her hair. She got piercings. She like a fucking boy now. She even told me she was a tomboy, which is understandable. I'll fuck hot tomboys. If you have sneakers and ripped up baggy pants and shit, but you have titties, you have a vagina, and you're hot, I don't give. I don't give a fuck. But she's a lesbian. She licking some other girl's pussy out. I'm like, fuck. Her brother even told me, "Hey, may you please turn her back straight." I told him it'll be hard to turn a lesbian straight, especially that kind of lesbian. Oh my god. Anyway, I didn't. It was heartbreak. Like first time ever. If only I was listening to Drake songs then. I was actually listening to another song. I forgot which other song. But if Drake was there, then yeah, I would listen to Take Care on fucking repeat. I would listen to Take Care on fucking repeat. Man, that's about. There was another life story that I was going to talk about, but I first need to talk to my representatives, to see if they're okay with it. Then, because episode 12, I would definitely talk about that life story. Man, I'm not even sure because I don't even have anything for episode 12. Why the hell are you not fucking going? Get inside, motherfucker. Oh, no way? No way? Why are you going inside, motherfucker? Hey, it's right now. So, of course, I need to talk to my peers, my acquaintances, to ask for their approval. Then, of course, I'm going to tell the story straight fucking up from top to bottom. Of course, from Halloween. But I just need to ask first for the approval. And if they say yes, if they're cool with it, because I'm over it, still my worst fucking Halloween. I'm gonna tell it in episode 12. So I hope you actually liked the show. I hope you actually enjoyed it as well. Episode 11. Hope you actually liked the slideshow at the back with all the fails. Nicki Minaj took your Jake's dick. Friend zoned ass. Katy Perry. Thank you, Katy Perry, my one and only love. I love you so much. I want to marry you. I want to have kids with you. I understand you actually had troubles, with your life, but I can make it better. You know, you haven't tasted chocolate. And you haven't been to the chocolate factory. And I'm Willy Wonka, Katy Perry. I'm Willy Wonka. I have the key. You have the golden ticket. Come on over to the chocolate factory and explore and taste and drink this chocolate. We actually have to stay there, just like that. But anyway, follow me on Twitter. I'm not Litago. You gotta stop like that. Follow me on Twitter. I'm not Litago. Follow my Tumblr, Darth Vader Nemesis. Um, Instagram, LM Squatter 369. Um, Google Plus. Does anybody even use Google Plus? Shit, if you want to Skype with me, I won't even put my Skype on there. But It's Litago Madiba, LT, the Don himself, Darth Vader Nemesis, um, Boy, LT the man, Teddy M, Teddy Bear, Lettuce and Tomato, London Transport, Letty, the man, the myth, the legend, Long Dick, Black Jungle Snake. It's all of my fucking, nicknames, more to come. Buzzbin, Litago, I'm out. See you next episode. I love you, Katy Perry. I love you so much. I want to put my dick inside your pussy. I want to sleep on your pussy. I want to suck your breast milk. I'm your fucking baby.